Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. In today's video we're going to be doing the grand finale of my how will it handle with this Zanussi washing machine. It's kind of ending early for this one because obviously the spider's snapped. It's snapped in two places now, so it's not worth to go on with it anymore. I'm just going to try and find something else, as that's kind of my best bet really, because at the end of the day this machine ain't really going to be able to put up with much more. If two arms were already snapped, I'm sure the third one's about to go. So I'm going to put the Hotpoint WF541 ballast in this machine today, and I suppose I'm just going to turn it on, put it in service mode, which is in now, and just let it go and see what happens on this trampoline as well. I'm going to have to probably stay by a power source, so I might leave the camera where it is and stand out the off switch if things get a bit out of hand, as you never know what will happen. So without further ado, let me show you the noises it makes, and you'll see what I mean by how unhealthy this machine is. There's a lot of background noises today, so you have to excuse that as there's a lot going on at the moment. As you can hear, that really does not sound as good as it used to when I first got this machine. Yeah, I don't think it's going to last that long at all. I reckon it's going to kind of die quite quickly. But we'll see what happens, and I'll put that weight in there and we get on with it then. Right, so it don't really fit properly, but give it a go. Bear with me a minute, I'll try and get it wedged in there. I've had to use a smaller weight because the WF541 ballast and Indesit ballast did not fit. This is from a Hotpoint Extra WM-XTF something. So we'll give it a go with this and see what happens. It does feel like it weighs roughly the same as the other two weights, so I'm not really that bothered that it's a bit smaller. So anyways, let's close the door and let's get some safety goggles on and take cover. Let's unplug it then. See why we stopped. Why have we stopped then? Well, door burst open, front's coming off. I thought it was going to do something a bit more than that, like, come on. The drum does still turn to a certain degree. The power is still on in the house, so let me plug it back in a minute and see what it does. It's still on. That is quite bizarre. I think we're gonna have to try a lighter weight in it, because clearly this machine just can't handle it in service mode, I suppose. That's a bit of a shame then, really. But I think what I'll do is I'm going to put some motors into it, and that probably will get it going. Don't know. We give that a go and see where we get with it. So I've put one brick and the Indesit Moon motor into this. I suppose we'll see what he does with this then. If he can't handle this, then there's clearly something wrong with this machine. Well, I mean, it isn't really. Obviously, a washing machine isn't designed to handle this sort of stuff, but we'll give this a go. I have been like messing around finding things I can put into it that will kind of be on one side of the drum, which is kind of hard to find, but I've tried jamming the motor and brick onto the drum. Let's just give it a go and see what it does. Would it be the one? Oh my god, the trampoline. Oh god. Wow. That's quite impressive. At least it kept going this time and it didn't actually stop. Wow. Fair play, fair play. Let's take a look at the damage. So the soap drawer no longer closes, really. It's a bit rickety. Well, rickety ain't the word. Inside the drum it's comfort springs, but it kind of worked, my idea did. But look at the door glass. It's actually, wow. Oh my god. Wow. You know what, I actually think that's impressive, the fact it was still going and not, you know, like, it really did go for it. I'm actually really quite surprised it didn't, you know, cut out or something like that. And I'm surprised the door didn't fly open, because that's what normally happens with this one. I'm gonna need to clear up a bit, I think, and help the trampoline, and I don't think I'm gonna put it on the trampoline again, as obviously, yeah, let's just not. Right, give me a moment. Right, so it's all back together now. I put the spring back on, put the belt back on. You really wouldn't even think this machine's just semi-fallen off a trampoline and just, you know, destroyed itself to death. I am quite amazed. Yeah, right, let's just put the same bits back in and see how it handles being on the grass. Might do something different. We'll have to see. Right, you ready? Let's give it another go. Looks like we've killed it that time. Door's flown open again. Right, let's unplug it. Let's have a look. What's going on? Not entirely sure why it stopped, but it's come for spring again. But at least the belt's on still. Yeah, the belt's still on. Oh, at least the soap drawer closes now. I think the reason why it stopped was because of how it was, I guess, too much for it or something. I don't know. I'll have a look at it and I'll report back. So I've just put it back on its suspension springs and it does still turn, just about, which is fine, I suppose. It's quite crazy. Wow. Right, so I'm going to give it one more go then. I'm going to put the Logix ballast in it this time. I think it's a bit heavier than the Indesit Moon motor, so it might do a bit more, I don't really know. Hopefully it won't stop, it'll just keep going, you know. Because obviously that's the thing of this machine, it likes to stop. I think it kind of knows that I've put something heavy in it, that's probably why it's stopping. I don't really know. But let's give it a go and see what happens. I just pulled the plug there because I didn't really want it going through my fence. This machine's quite indestructible, I think. But it is starting to slowly come apart, as you can see. If you look inside, it still turns just about. Although this spider arm is literally on the verge of snapping. Yeah, quite insane really, this machine is, you know. It's not done too bad for itself, seeing drum support's broken. Inside though, it's not looking too bad for itself, I suppose. It's still reasonably intact for what it is. Yeah, I'm almost tempted just to give it another go. Just throw the Logix ballast into it and just see if I can snap that arm clean off, because I feel like we're just going to be playing a game of doing it over and over again, and it's just going to be the same old stuff really. As I think that would probably kill it, you know, because I think that arm is literally on the verge of snapping. This machine also does still work. I've just plugged it in a moment ago and it turns on and, you know, functions as it should, like with all the cycles showing up as it does. I wouldn't be surprised if this is still watertight to some degree, seeing that it's fallen off a trampoline and not leaked. And what else has it done? Oh, I can't remember. I've done that much to this machine, I really can't remember. You know what, we'll give it another go then, and we'll see if we can finish it off. Let's give it one more go. just unplugged it from the power supply then. Hang on, let me get it off the tripod. It's put a nice dent in the back, but I don't know why it stopped. Let's get the weight out in a minute. That arm is still intact somehow. I really couldn't tell you how that's still intact, to be honest with you. It's quite grim in here. Obviously you can see all the sludge and all that. Yeah, these arms are all gone. Yeah, they're definitely all gone. This arm is still hanging on though, somehow. It's one tough cookie, this Zanussi, I tell you. So you know what then? I'll give it one more go, hot wired. I'll give it another chance. Or not. Yeah, that's a bit too much for it, I think, because the belt's just slipping. You know what, I'll just put the motor in and brick in, because this machine, you know, it's had it. Okay, right, I'll be back. Okay, so I've put a brick and a motor in there. Let's do it. Yeah, still can't handle it. And the motor's come off the suspension motor. Jesus, the drum's falling off the springs. Well, one of them probably. Maybe I ought to try putting something a bit lighter in it and seeing how it does it. I don't really know. It's quite ridiculous, really. I'll come back and I'll think of something. I think what I've decided I'm going to do, throw the Indicipme motor in and hope that'll be the end of it. As, like I said, I really can't be bothered with this machine anymore. It's really annoying how it is, you know, just keeps on surviving. I've never, like I say, the last one I did, never, you know, survived this long, which is quite ironic. But I don't know why this one's surviving. Maybe it's because of how I've been destroying it. I really don't know. Alright, let's do it. If it don't kill it, then I don't know what will. And I probably won't bother trying anymore. Not entirely sure why it stopped, but don't know what more there is for me to really do with this one. Then I mean, it's proven to be indestructible. If I'm honest with you, it's great. We'll leave it here for now, and if I decide to come back to this machine, then I will. But I doubt it. Well, you never know. This Zanussi has definitely proven to be one tough cookie. I mean, I don't really know how to destroy it if it ain't gonna, you know, die. I mean, it's done really well for itself, this machine has. I mean, shall I try more or what? I don't really think I can do much more with this machine. It's just, you know, it just keeps on going. I think it don't really help how the belt is quite badly stretched on this one. Well, like you could probably hear in the video, you could hear it screeching an awful lot. Tell me what I should do in the comments below. Thanks for watching, I'll see you later.